Hello guys, and welcome back to episode 4 of Civilization 6, where we play Japan on Deity. And we have just finished the war with England in the previous episode, and we're going to just play a little bit safe now. Ooh. There we go, I had the sound on speakers. So I think now is a good time to really consider what kind of victory condition we want. And I think it's safe to say that we're not going culture, just because we have, if we look at the culture, right, we already have Brazil in the game, we have Rome, although they tend to not go crazy, they still have a lot. And then we have an unmet player with even more than Brazil, and one in like medium, so I think the competition here is pretty fierce. So I can't go for faith victory. Actually, there's one religion left. But I'm not going because Rome is like has faith and culture, and I'm not gonna fight that. So we're really only looking at domination or science. Now, science is definitely possible. Domination is also not off the table, but it can be kind of hard against deities to really pound, like to really get going. The upside is that we do have both Rome and London very easily accessible for us. So if we go down the road of actually fighting, those two cities could very easily fall to us. But if we go science, it's possible we could also take Rome and London either way, right? And really help. But I think we are kind of narrowed into science and domination for that reason. And I think I will start and specialize a bit, which means getting up more production. That's actually very good. So we're getting 1 for 1 plus 2 gold per turn and 45 gold. Sure. But we're gonna narrow our things down to some gold, a lot of production, and then probably start ramping up the science to kind of get going. So as we finish the universities here, I think I will actually start building them, and we'll just head up that way. It's still a little bit early to really decide, but I do think it's kind of the way that we want to go. Let's make a campus then. I could make it here, but I block good tiles, so I'll just make it here. Can I buy this? I can. Let's do that, because we can always trade that away, and we'll earn back 160 gold pretty fast. So here I will buy a builder and kind of get to work. Okay. Alright. I'm just gonna put this guy there and then just sleep him. Keep passing the turn. The thing about domination is we have a long way over, so we have to really take a Roman city and then launch our invasion from there. Like, we have to use one of their cities as a staging point, because it's like we don't really have any other good opportunities. Zanzibar is kind of bad. Buenos Aires is actually okay. I could be convinced to actually go to war, kill the city-state and take that. That wouldn't be the worst to put us up to 6 cities instead of 5. Actually, let's scout them out a little bit. That is something that's interesting. And I don't know how many. I do have free envoys in them. Maybe that's a good reason to just let them be, now that I think about it. Because we already put free envoys into them, so it's like kind of silly of us to kill them off. I mean, it's an option, but it's not the best one ever. So he's again saying that we don't control a lot of land, but we do actually have a decent amount. I think it's because we have small culture and the city borders aren't that large, but we do have 5 cities. Okay, a British city there. To take Leeds would be a really good staging point against the Romans, but I obviously don't want to attack both of them at the same time. So I think we just passed the turn. I do have gold to upgrade my units, and it's maybe something where I want to actually save some money just to upgrade them to be safer, because we are on Deity. You really have to be a bit careful. I could make a monument just to grow it a little bit. It seems okay. Not amazing, but okay. 200 gold apiece. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 1200 gold to get everything. That's quite a lot. I mean, it's 12 turns to upgrade everything, but it does make our army way stronger, so it definitely is something that would be okay with. I do really want one more city though, and this one is a relatively good one. Plus, it would actually add some safety just controlling that as well. There's like a very mediocre city here, which I'm not going to take, and then we really don't have options. I think I might go out to sea and just see if there's one available out in the ocean. Because if there is, that's not the end of the world, right? I am just gonna save a gold to upgrade my archers. And it's like, it's not always the best plan, but I kinda think it's okay. Because it does add a ton of safety. I upgraded these two, and I think that's upgraded, so I guess I'll just make a lumber mill here. I don't know if I can disembark yet. Okay, now we have guilds, which is 100% commercial district. That's very nice. I think we just keep the meteocracy on for a little bit. I could take 2 gold from each trade route. That seems okay. I could also take the industrial production bonus. That seems nice. And then newly builders gains 2 extra actions. I mean, that's cool, but I think we'll keep it like this. That's possible there's a good city over there. There is like 2 luxury resources we don't have. Okay, so diplomatic service. That gives us spies, which is nice. This is good. 100% science from campus and 100% gold from commercial. I do want one of the new forms, but eventually I want democracy, but that's very far away. We do have to get enlightenment on the way. There is also mercantilism. And 4 gold from every trade route, that's powerful. This is kind of culture, but we're really not doing that. I think I might go exploration so we can be a merchant republic for a while. Although, we get 2 more trade routes, which is nice. I don't think I want more money. I think we actually want the science. We'll go more in the science direction than the money direction. We have decent income, but it's also like, there's a cap on how much you can use of it. Get a workshop. Here I can only really make a market, right? I can make a build. Let's just make the market first. And then I think I'll send this to Kyoto for free food to really help Osaka grow, sorry, because it doesn't have a lot of natural food tiles. It has some, but not a ton. We do have very nice cities, to be completely honest. Okay, there's Congo. Buenos Aires is pretty good. I'm really tempted to attack it. Oh, they're fighting the Romans. Silk for diamond and 6 gold per turn. Sure, that is a good trade for us. I think maybe they want to... No. Maybe they want to have this. 13 gold per turn. I kind of want someone that can give me resources back. What about Rome? Ah, that's not worth it. They really don't like us. Norway, maybe? Oh, that's Brazil. I think Congo. We traded to Congo, right? Interesting that Rome didn't want it, but I guess I just can't do anything about that. So there are some barbarians up there. Ugh, this is not that great. Like, it looks nice, but it's like, I could put a really strange city there, but nah, let's not. Let's send you up and you up. So let's make a campus here. It's like, there are 2 luxury resources, but it's like there's no room for districts. Ah, no. Okay. Zanzibar I don't think is good enough to attack. I'm kind of tempted to take Buenos Aires. But it's just that I have envoys there already, so it just feels so wasteful to go there, you know? Let's make a builder, and then send envoys. I think I want to send one to Seoul. I could send one to Lisbon as well, but I do think I want to go to Seoul. Boost up our science a bit. There's a lot of pearls there. I mean, it is actually a surprisingly sick city for just luxury resources. We would get 2 more we don't have. But then I could make like 1, 2, 3 districts and kill all the tiles. That's just not good enough. It's interesting, but it's not good enough. Maybe he wants to give us open borders. For 1 gold per turn? Sure. Because then we can have this guy kind of go in and explore the Roman part. Okay, so Tokyo can really not build anything. I can build crossbowmen, but I guess I'm just building builders. Maybe it's okay being 5 cities. I would like to be 6, but I mean, looking at it, we really can't get it anywhere. No, I really don't want this, because I don't really want to empower the British at all. If I can trade with people further away, that would be great, but I don't have the tech to sail over deep ocean. We do get a great engineer, which is very nice. Yeah, which I think I will just take. So he speeds up wonder production, but I don't think I can build that many. There's a great library available. Venetian arsenal. Colosseum's okay. Colossus still being available is surprising. The lighthouse gives 3 gold and 4 faith. I mean, that's okay, but not that great. We need more population in this city to really do anything. I think I'll just make him another builder then and just go out and grab some food tiles. This guy can just kind of sleep here until we start a wonder. I might try and start a wonder after the university. So Brazil has declared war on Congo. And Congo is fighting Rome. Oh, that's pretty nice for me. No suitable location. Must be adjacent to a campus. Isn't that my campus here? It is. What if I buy this tile? Can I just buy it here and make a great library? I can. Okay, well, let's do that. And let's have you go here and accelerate. And then 5 turns for a great library. Seems like a good trade. Let's trade with Rome. And with Rome. Actually, no, let's trade with Tokyo. I'm crazy. Because this city here, like Osaka really needs food because they don't have that much food. Same Nagoya actually needs production because they don't have that much production. Okay, so we found Lisbon. Wow, London is in a crappy place. I wonder if this is just meant to be like New Zealand and Australia or something. But then what the hell is this down here? They're in a pretty bad spot. If we go like, if that's the only two cities they have, I will make a navy and we will go attack England and take their cities. As in, I will raise Sheffield probably, and I will take London.
Stack the Library of Alexandria, where all imagination and knowledge assemble.
That looks really cool. Okay, well, that was easy. I keep making builders, but I guess now I'll make one monument. Just to help the city actually grow out to the sea tiles and take them eventually. Okay, well, we finally got these guys up here. Let's upgrade them. I do have a lot of gold saved up, which is completely on purpose because I want to upgrade my archer units. Oh, Gilgamesh. Well, that means we might have a... Oh, whoops. That means we might have a competitor for the science victory. How are England in points? 772 military strength. Okay. That's a ton. So they're by far the largest military in the game. Okay. It depends on what I scout. If there's just more cities down there, then we won't bother. But London is kind of interesting. It's like a bad city, but at the same time, it has like the luxury resources, it has good sea tiles. It's not the worst city in the world, right? Guess I just go down here on the other side and check them out as well. And I mean, they don't like us anyways, so who cares if we start a little war? So I can make 4 signs here. The thing is, I want this to be our power plants for later. Although I could make power plants here instead. That's actually better. If we make power plants here, it's like the late game buildings that give productions to every city within 7 tiles. I can just make it here. That's fine. The city can literally build nothing sensible. Must be built adjacent to harbors. We don't have a harbor. Adjacent to entertainment complex. And adjacent to harbor. So I need a harbor to really do it. I mean, I could make this, but it makes no sense. Just keep making builders. Never hurt anyone. Upgrade that. 6 of 8 housing. I might have to make an aqueduct, but I really don't want to. I've made so many builders, but I guess I'll just make one more. Because the South City still need improvements. Is there any tile that makes sense to buy? This makes a little bit of sense, but not really. I think I'll actually go down here and improve that. I could buy the iron, but it's not the greatest tile either, really. Silk for 1 gold per turn? No. No one really particularly likes us. Which is interesting. The downside to going to war with England, of course, is that we get like warmongering penalties. Blah. Warmongering penalties? Which is not the greatest thing in the world. It's not the worst thing in the world, but Rome is actually pretty boxed in because this is Gilgamesh, right? So taking over Rome here would not be incredibly hard either. We actually have a strong setup. And since we're just making builders with nothing sensible to do, I mean, completely plausible that we could just pump military. I think England would be our easiest enemy. Is this Australia? It just doesn't, I don't know what this is. South America, maybe? No, it's down here. It makes no sense. Maybe this is like, I don't know. I have no idea. Can make an aqueduct because we are at a 10 of 11 housing, which is something, right? But I really don't like making this because it counts as a district. I could make a builder, but that's just kind of weird. I guess I will make a builder and just wait for the electronic factories. We're really getting our builder shoes on here. But we do need a lot to improve everything, so this isn't the end of the world, really. Here we can't actually trade that many places, so I guess I'll just trade with Tokyo or Kyoto. I guess Kyoto is better. If I had harbors, it would be a little bit better for us. I could also attack Rome, but that doesn't seem that great, right? It's like kind of hard for us to sneak in. Although if we move in from like down here and here, we could kind of surround the city, which would be nice. But we do have to be careful. Let's make a library. Really doesn't look like England has that much. Right, so if this is the third city, then this is just too tempting to attack in 15 pop London. Sheffield is irrelevant. Really. Like, we would probably just take it and raise it eventually. But I do need harbors to kind of make this work. So I'm not incredibly thrilled about it. But it is kind of hard to imagine it can really go that wrong for us, right? Even if we just land a lot of military on their shores, like we can just surround it from all sides and move in. The downside is 65 combat strength is a lot. And we'd have to go frigates. This is a long way up to flight. We really have to decide now whether we're going to go peaceful alliance or if we want to attack this. It's just 2 cities though. 65 combat strength is a lot. I'm just afraid I won't actually scratch the city. So if we go, I guess I could go sanitation first. So we go astronomy, scientific theory, and then eventually I could go like flight and just do it with airplanes. Okay, I mean, it's kind of weird, but maybe by then it's too late, but they're just kind of not in a great spot. I guess I built one more worker. What do I need for the electronics factory? An industrial zone? Right, so I really need food. Can I set the city on food focus? Doesn't really help, right? Yeah. I think I'll send this over here and then we'll buy the sea tiles. Because that's kind of our issue. We have too much production versus our food. 65 combat strength. How much does our archers have? They're 30. So 65 is a ton. Okay, well then maybe we won't do it, but it is kind of tempting, right? To go after them. Okay, let's make electronics factories. Every city within 6 tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. This is too far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we get it to 2. That's pretty good. I guess we can make a mine here. And you can go south. We really have almost everything taken. Here I really need food, which means I will go up here and I'll buy that tile. I know there's more barbarians up here. Oh, there he is. Let's go get him. Okay. Will you give me open borders? Sure. Because then we can go into his territory as well and just kind of check out the goods. Which I think is important. You can go over here, because I'm going to buy these tiles as well. We still have a lot of gold saved up. Maybe I can buy like a building somewhere, but not incredibly. England really got screwed in spawns. Like if you're a player, this is just terrible. Let's make an electronics factory, unless I can buy it. I could stuff like that. It'll take a while still, but I really don't want to make the aqueducts because we are kind of capped in our oh, there's another city here, Manchester. Okay, we are kind of capped in our districts, like we can't make that many more in the cities. Let's do like one more turn before we end the episode. We just went on such a builder frenzy this game. Okay, I need to buy the tile as well, but I can't afford it. How many bills does he have left? Oh yes, 3. We can just approve that tile and then go up there the turn after. This one out here is fine, we'll do that later. I guess that's the downside to buying the electronics factories. I really would have liked the money. It's a lot of British units. Although they aren't as high tech, right? Like they're the same as us really. But they are a Deity AI, so they are stronger. Alright guys, that will be it for this episode. We're definitely in a good spot. As long as we don't fuck up and don't defend ourselves against one of the AI victories, I think we're looking kind of good to potentially win a Deity game, but it's still a long ways off, and we'll continue in the next episode. So thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next one.